All right. What is going on, ladies and gentlefish? Let's get this going. Welcome in, welcome in. Give me a second. Guys, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? All right, ladies and gentlemen, what are we looking at here? We got NQ, the NASDAQ. Currently in a weekly fair value gap. I am looking for a move up out of the weekly gap. If I had a dollar, for everything, every time I saw a tweet today saying, "Oh my God, we're going to the weekly lows, we're going to the bro," I'd have like 10 extra dollars. But we're in a weekly fair value gap. I'm not fading this weekly gap yet, right? Like I'll know when the weekly gap is not going to hold, and it'll be very, very obvious, right? And I don't think a down 2% day is going to make a difference. Like we moved up what, 10%, 11.5%. We get a little 1.5% pullback. Everyone's like, we're bearish, we're bearish, we're bearish. I've seen the story 1,000 times. It is what it is. Okay, now was I bearish last night to the weekly gap? Obviously the weekly gap was right there, right? All right, let's go into a lower time from here. So I want to take a long, I wanted to break a structure above this. We technically got a small break here. It's not enough for me to actually say, oh yeah, this is a proper break of structure. We never close above these wicks here. Kind of still rejecting, which is fine. We'll see what this area does the rest of the day. And yeah, look, so many people were like, oh my God, he never shows his trade. He never shows his trades. Guys, I show every trade that I take on stream. You guys had me on stream for maybe 1.5 hours a day. What do you guys want me to do? I was trading all overnight, bro. I'm telling you right now, I know I live stream, I know I help you guys out, but at the end of the day, I am a trader before anything. I put myself first in my trading before anything else in life, pretty much, right? Besides like family and stuff. But you guys got to understand that, like my income, the way I live, my lifestyle is done from these charts. So I need to make sure I capitalize on these moves when I can. And if that's me trading overnight and not going live for you guys in the morning, that's what it is, bro. Because obviously I trade a lot better off live stream anyways, right? So why would I not do that? Like I'm not obligated to be here. So that's what it is. You don't put me over your trading. I guess you're an exception. So when I'm like, hey guys, I'm up a lot overnight and I'm not trading, bro. Like I don't care. Like you guys can say whatever. I'm not gonna go on and get on AIM session. If I would have gotten into the AIM session, I don't know what would have happened. I don't know. Maybe I would have caught the move down to the weekly gap on NQ as well. Maybe I would have tried to take a long out of the SMT. I don't know. I just was not rested enough. I woke up around 6 and I already woke up kind of late. But I woke up, I was like, this is not the day I want to trade because I'm just tired. I was just tired. And it takes a mental toll, like managing 6-figure positions. Like it's not easy. So I just want to take a break. All right, looking at the current market, like I said, I want to see it move up. We really haven't got a break of structure to the upside yet or downside. Maybe we'll we're just in this range right now so far. Look at the 4-hour. Not much. Let me go pull up the ES chart, or let me bring it to the screen. So ES is was a lot weaker, right? It was a lot weaker, not anymore in terms of percentage wise. But last night ES was okay into downside moves. I basically just rode the trend down to ES lows, and then once ES actually hit those lows, I was pretty much out of my trades entirely And it's not the latest. It was like 2 a.m. Eastern, right? But then I took like an hour to kind of just like, you want to chill out a little bit, right? And then it was like too late by then. I don't want to get up for AM. But yeah, looking at the structure here, we have a lot of 4-hour candles to the downside, which tells me we probably get a weekly or a daily fair value gap soon. Based off tomorrow, we might do something like this where, I don't know, wherever this candle closes, we create like another candle here, and then we create like a little daily gap. So something like this, maybe. My drawing is not the greatest. Maybe something like this. You know, and I fumbled pretty bad last night. I had some order placements that got mixed up because I actually shorted NQ, not ES, even though ES had the draw. But let's see. So on the 15-minute time frame yesterday, we obviously broke structure here around 9:45, right? We had these lows down here, good low target. Then we had all like the lows on ES, right? I wasn't really paying attention to sell side on NQ as much. I was just paying attention to ES, but I took it on NQ. I had a 44 mini short right here. I had a 44 mini short here. Stop was here. So stop was roughly 60 points, which I was willing to put on a 3R risk right there to the weekly gap. And I fumbled my order so hard. I was like managing my positions, trying to go break even when I fucking fucked it. So I was like, right, let me just regroup here. So kind of got back in as we started downtrending a little bit, and I was able to capture a pretty good move. Like I said, ES draw and liquidity was the main thing. I didn't know if NQ was going to take the weekly gap, right? Even going into today, I was like, I'm not sure what's going to happen. But obviously, as we opened up, what you guys see here is this structure. And look, honestly, this 1-minute structure was not bad at all. It wasn't easy. I think what happened here is a lot of people probably saw this candle. They saw the 930 sweep. They saw the IFEG. They saw the SMT, and they probably took this setup to the upside. Now, the only issue is the IFEG here is not bad when you look at it on a picture like this, right? But the reason why I would not take this, right, is because this is a lower time frame confirmation on what, right? We're obviously having a move down. We got the weekly gap SMC. This is not enough confirmation on the higher time frame or on the lower time frame. Like, you would need at least a 15-minute or a 5-minute confirmation, and I don't think we got it, right? Especially when you look at the 15-minute and you kind of see what's happening. We're just wicking. I don't think there's an hourly OB here as well. Exactly, right? So if you're looking for an upside move, the most obvious move would be to break a structure above here, probably the IFEG of this candle here too, right? And then you could be like, oh, I can look for upside. But a lot of people, when you think about this on a logical standpoint, you're longing into an hourly PDA rate that's bearish, right? And then when you look at the lower time frame, we had the sweep, and then obviously it just continue a little bit lower, right? Which this is a hard hold. It's not an easy hold because it was so much chop. But with the weekly gap there, that's the gist of it. I mean, the people can say what they're saying. I literally do live logins, bro. I show you guys my losses, everything. It is what it is. But that's why I wanted to talk about this here, because I know a lot of people took this to the upside. I just don't think it was a good setup at all. And now I don't know what this is gonna do. Like, so I grabbed more calls at the weekly gap. Now, if my bias is wrong and we're not gonna hold this weekly gap, then I'll take my full loss on that, right? But I don't want to fade the weekly gap at all. Like I said, people are already calling for these lows down here. It doesn't really make that much sense to me with the no wick low. This is a crazy fat move, right? A 10% move. Now, the change in the state of delivery, I would not count the change in state of delivery until we get underneath this low. If we get underneath like 530s, then damn, yeah, this is not a good look at all. But other than that, it's like we're in the weekly gap as well, right? So it's just like you're gonna have to pick and tell, like, are you gonna wait to make sure what the weekly candle does? Are you gonna just be like, hey, you know what, I'm fine with the daily? I think people are gonna get killed this week. I think people are 1000% gonna blow their accounts this week, because this is gonna be a week where we might not expand fully. and we just ping pong between daily bearish PD arrays and bullish weekly PD array. We'll see what goes. We're gonna get a little break of structure here on the 15-minute. Dun, 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 dun. Have you seen the hedge funds joining NASDAQ? I don't pay attention to outside news at all, bro. I literally play the chart and that's it. So ES has an unmitigated daily gap as well. So now it's like, okay, it's only 50 points away. This is going to be a magnet too. I'm telling you, people are going to get fucked this week. Like completely blown out of the waters because they're not going to know where the bias is. They're not gonna know what the bias is. They're gonna get shit on. All right, we got 3 minutes on this candle here. Because the most logical point of interest here is going to be the reverse off the weekly, right? But if you don't get that, then what? People might get caught off guard. Like I said, I would like to see higher prices, but I'm not blind to the fact that if we get certain moves on the daily, it can potentially go deeper into the weekly. Not necessarily I'm saying don't take a trade. It's more so like you can't flip-flop biases every 5 minutes. And that's what this type of week is going to make you do, is like flip-flop back and forth, right? This 15-minute candle has no wick either. This is interesting. You get a lot of messages on Instagram. Now I get a lot, bro. I usually every time I would respond to everyone very quickly, but I can't now. There's too many messages. I don't want to be sitting on the IG for like forever. All right, this 15-minute candle has no wicks. That's something that has my interest here. It does have my interest. Let the 15-minute candle close. Do not front run these. And this is kind of talking about don't front run these candles. We had no news this week either, so something to note. Already front run the one. I'm telling you, bro, you can't front run these moves. It's just not. It's not gonna help you. All right, what do we have for? We have FOMC meeting minutes. Yeah, shit's ass. We got pretty much no news this week. All right, let me go warm my coffee. I'll be right back, chat. Let me go warm my coffee. Give me like 2 minutes. All right. I didn't even look at the time frames right now. Like people are like, oh, why don't you take a trade on stream, bro? Look at this. Fuck, you want me to trade? There's no 15-minute breaks anywhere. We're stuck in a range. All right, guys, drop a like on the stream though. We'll do some giveaways today. Do some giveaways. Mill, same here. Let me buy some crates for you guys. Let me buy some crates for you guys. All right, drop a like on the stream. We'll do some lucid crates. How many likes are we at? Damn, y'all greedy. Yeah, spammers are relentless today, bro. I don't know. It's all good. You know, Serge, you can see like the history of what they say is so funny. Lanto's looking for longs as we speak. Yes. I like that. I don't hate that setup. He's looking for, I'm not gonna say what he's looking for. It's not my place, but all right, 200 likes would do a little SPF, or we'll do a lucid crate giveaway. Yeah, if we get above this area, like I have marked here, this 15-minute candle, no wick, I think it's good to go. Is that Niku? Oh, you get a blue mark, bro. I got you. My goat right there. I got you. That's goat, Niku. Your trade both ES and NQ. Honestly, like even yesterday, I was looking for ES downside to the weekly gap, but I was only trading NQ. I got to get better at just trading the weaker asset or the stronger asset. Bro, Macho's fire, bro. Bro, someone commented, he won't touch grass, but he drinks grass. I was like, all right, bro. Probably had a little withdrawal on the account today. I don't like my account being over 300K. There's no point in there. Did you sell last night? I did. Won't touch grass, but drinks grass. Favorite prop firm? My favorite prop firm of all time, when it was good, was Apex, right? Because it was a lot of accounts, a lot of payouts, a lot of that, but all time consistent. I think Lucid, Tradeify, and Top Step are always going to be up there, and TPT as well. Those four. If I had to pick one out of all of them, I don't know which I would pick, but they're all fantastic. That group. All right, 5 minute, still breaking down. Let's see if this 15 minute actually gets a continuation. But yeah, those four are going to be the best ones. Top Step, I would say more for advanced, or not Top Step. Take Profit Trader, more for advanced. I would say all the other ones are pretty neutral because they have the same plans, roughly. Yeah, Jorge, that's not bad. Like I would kind of consider the same thing. Or even above like 640s. We have a lot of low resistance built up, but I just don't know when we're going to take it out. I don't know. Credify is great. Credify, keep in mind, a lot of these prop firms, they're all really good. They all offer kind of similar plans, right? So there's not one that's going to stand out more than the other. So it comes to preference. Like Top Step is up there because their platform is really cool. Like Project X is nice. You know, Tradeify has some things that are better than Lucid. Lucid has some things better than, but mostly they're pretty even overall. So I like Top Step running 10, 100 trade Copia. Okay, yeah, nice. Remember, you can only have 5x of phase, but it's good to have backups. Bro, Top Step, you know, I understand Project X used to not work a lot, but it's been pretty good, consistent now. Like, I don't think that Project X has had many issues. Obviously, when they were first starting, they're probably getting stress tested, and it was like, oh, okay. But, yeah, they're good now, I'm pretty sure. We're gonna change it and say delivery on the wokey lower time frame here. Guys, you guys know my bias. I'm really bullish overall. Like I do not want to short into the weekly gap at all. And what's gonna happen is if we continue lower, you're probably gonna see me not take any trades. I've only used Top Step on a beginner. That's perfect, bro. That's what you should be doing. Guys, the car is getting a PPI done this week. If all goes well, our car will be here in 2 weeks. All right. Fingers crossed. It's about time I treated myself to something nice. But we still got the PPI needs to go through first to make sure everything's good. If the PPI is fucked, I'm not buying it, obviously. The pre-purchase inspection. JP, yes sir. Yes sir, yes sir. I'm gonna send them the payments and stuff after obviously the PPI is good. So first, always get it inspected. If it's good, we'll pull the trigger on it. Yeah, it's going to be done at the actual dealership, the McLaren dealer. Door dashing, Ubering exotic. Honestly, it was only between the 600 LT. It's a Spider too, so low convertible. But like I said, hopefully it goes right. If anything goes wrong with this one, I think I'm done dealing with McLarens. If the PPI comes bad, I am shifting my focus into something else. I'm not buying no McLaren. No, price wise, I think it's really good for what it is. I know the market's kind of hot right now, but fine. If this goes bad, bro's buying a Camry, forgetting about it, dead ass, bro. Dude, Camrys, my Acura, bro, has been such a good car. Shit has not broke down one time, man. Yeah, that's why I'm getting the 600 LT. That's the most reliable one out of the whole family. Camry are the best vehicle, bro. They're so good. My parents have always had a Camry. Like, that's always been part of the car collection, right? Dude, that shit's so good. I think that I'm gonna always have one too. All right, let's switch up the music here. What should we listen to? Oh, it's good, Arvin. Bro, this is so ass, chat. This is why I can't take a trade on stream, bro. Like, there's nothing happening. Sold my RS3. Nice, nice. RS3s are cool. I ain't got M2. Okay. I'll be completely honest. When it comes to like knowing what these cars actually do, bro, I have no idea. I just go for the looks. Yes, sir, Ocean. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Supras are nice. What advice do you have someone who has a chart concept knowledge for both high RR, win rate, low RR, high win rate styles, but can't decide whether rather trade, which is me? If you have the data collected, bro. Close your, like, if you're gonna, when I always decide about something, right? When I always think about what I'm gonna do, if I was two things I need to decide, you close your eyes and the first thing that comes to your mind, that's the one you want to do, right? But if you have data collected, see what the data shows you. Are you more profitable with a different strategy? Is one maybe less profitable but easier on your mental? That's also another thing, right? It's not always focused on the P&L. So make sure you go through all those things and then kind of pick out the pros and cons between each and see what resonates with you the most. Because like I said, it's not always about the P&L. Some strategies, whether you're trading a more of a scalp based strategy versus holding all day, maybe that's easier for you and then you want to do that. And that's something you can do consistently over a long period of time, right? Maybe the opposite. You're like, hey, maybe I don't want to trade as much, but I just want to make sure I capture, a couple, maybe a trade a week or something. All right. As it came into, no, yeah. All right, drop a like on the stream, chat. We'll get 200 likes. We'll do a little giveaway here. If you go for looks, dude, and NSXs are nice. Hey, New York Open, I noticed that ES has taken the weekly fair value gap before NQ does. What should have waited? But why should we wait? Because the hourly, right? If you go to the, I want you to go look at your chart right now. Look at the hourly. Look at the candles during it. We had an hourly OB. We never broke above it. All we did was wick it. And what happened was people were trying to long into an hourly bearish OB after moving down all night. So that's where they got mixed up. If you would have waited, for a hourly closure above the OB, you'd have a better time longing. And that's why I'm like, look, I wasn't shorting to the NQ low, right? But at the same time, I didn't want to long. I would have longed because we didn't get no confirmation yet. Here, I'll link it right here. Don't worry. The giveaway will be in there. It's free to join. Super slow PA, chat. We're forming a lot of structure and not breaking the structure to the upside, but also the downside movement is so slow. Might be an interesting close today. I'm actually interested to see what happens at close. Still got a lot of time. But you guys see the difference. Like, this is obviously no trade condition at all, right? Like, why would we put on risk on something where it's moving super duper slow with not a lot of structure forming? Chat is having like conversation with themselves in the chat. It's so funny. Super duper slow price action. All right, let's go into this. Oh my god. Dude, why are we cursed with such poor PA game session? Let me see something. Yeah, this is why I stopped believing in seasonality, right? Like, I used to be like, oh my god, every September we're super red, we're super red, we're super red, right? And it kind of worked before, but like if you look at the last few years, like I'm just looking at September for the last few years, right? Like where's 2024 at? 2024 September was green. 2025 September actually had a massive move up, right? Like I know September's coming up, people are like, oh, sell, 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 but it's like I don't know about that one. I don't know. Or probably move, I would say, the last hour of the day. November gonna be red and December ultra green. This is my quant right here. Bro, holy hell, this is ass. Is our crate here though? Not yet. I just want to open up a lucid crate, bro. Let me actually take a trade on my TPT accounts, get in and out, because like I've been having these accounts for like so long, they're all past. I just haven't got the trading days done. Let me do that real quick. Validation error? What the fuck does that mean? All right, bro. I can't even sign in, dude. TPT is having a pretty good sale too. I need to buy more accounts. All right. Oh, that login don't work. GG's. I don't know what to do. What do you say the minimum R? At least one R. Anything one, like I wouldn't, if it was the A+ setup and it's not a positive R, I won't take the trade. Like if my TP isn't positive R. Or like by positive, I just mean 1-1, so it could be neutral. But bro forgets his passwords minutes, bro. At this point, guys, I make a new password. I send it to Jason. I send it to what's good and be like, here, bro. I can't remember passwords, bro. What's the best RR per prop firm? Consider you're planning to trade every day. I mean, you shouldn't be trading every day, right? I mean, I don't know, bro. That's such a hard question because you don't want to trade so erratically where like your drawdowns are high and your swings are really high and drawdowns are low. I don't know, bro. My stats, I'm at a 1.7 to 1.9 R for this year, average on each winning trade. So I don't know what you can do with that information. Some trades go like 3, 4, 5 R. Some trades go a 1-1 R, right? It's just like, don't force the risk to reward. Are you a fan of taking 50% off at your first TP above 1 R, or would you rather hold? Yes, that's totally fine, especially with prop firms. I think that's totally fine. I'm trying to get better on my live accounts and stuff, kind of holding the full move, which is why, I mean, you guys are seeing the P&Ls increase, right? But it's not even the P&L or like the sizing. It's like my ability to hold through the whole move. So instead of going instead of trimming at the first TP, I've been going break even a lot, right? Which is totally fine. But also I would suggest going 50% TP. That's something you kind of build up over time of holding through that first TP. It's not something that happens overnight. How do you manage intraday trailing drawdown? You either size up or you size down. I would suggest sizing down. That's what I did. But what is a slow type of bleed price action? Yeah, I traded overnight. There's not a lot of PD arrays here on the hourly and I mean, the hourly can create a bearish OB here. It looks like the next 4 minutes. So just like I talked about in the morning, right? We're just creating bearish, oh my God, bearish hourly PD arrays. So like if we're going to play a reversal and you're looking for a long swing, this is going to have to be now above this hourly candles, right? Like you're going to need something like this to play the reversal instead of the lower time frame. The 4 hour still looks like this. I think the 4 hour is going to probably bottom out at some point and get a retracement. NYC Jamar, he did not. He worked at a clinic though. He had like 2,500 hours at a clinic, a cardiology clinic. Jose, how to stick to one model? I mean, the model itself, the entry, it doesn't really matter. Only that matters is the risk plan itself and your criteria to get into a trade. That should stay the same. The entry model itself can always fluctuate based off what you're getting, what type of PA you're getting. Because sometimes you might get a really good setup, but there's no fair value gap there, right? So am I gonna look for IFEG when there's no fair value gap? Nah. Can you tell me what was wrong with the long I took at 10:05? Guessing right here. Yeah, you basically did not wait for the higher time frame break. 10:05. Wait, where are you long at? You long this candle right here? Or you took this fair value gap, I'm guessing? You probably had something like this, right? The only thing I can tell you is because we're in such a downtrend overnight, you need to wait for a higher time frame confirmation out of the weekly. So that's another thing. Okay, like I don't want to say higher time frame because in this case, the hourly is a lower time frame because when you have kind of mark this out here, you had going into the market, going into New York, right? You had a weekly FEG on ES, bullish SMT with NQ, right? This is what I'm guessing a lot of people thought this morning, right? Now, entry criteria, you need a higher time frame to lower time frame confirmation. When you're looking for a weekly fair value gap, or even if it was a daily, right, to kind of confirm, you need to look at least at the hourly. People were looking at weekly plus 1 to 5 minute confirmation and getting stopped. That's not high probability. You need to wait for a weekly plus 1 hour/4 hour confirmation. So if you would have came into the market with understanding, look, we're in a weekly fair value gap. If I'm going to play a continuation out of the weekly, I need to look at the lower time frame as in an hourly or a 4 hour, right? And what you would have noticed is if you look at the hourly time frame, you were essentially longing into an hourly OB. Like what are we longing into? Like you're longing into a bearish PD array, right? And people were getting wicked out. Like people were getting into these wicks here and they were getting into the open high, low closes, and then they got fucked, right? We had 3 straight hourly candles that had open highs, right? We had an open high here, or 2. We had open high there and open high here. People were getting induced into going long, but if you wait for that higher time frame structure, you would never have got induced. That's the difference. Does that make sense? I don't like the shorts were more based off of I would say draw on liquidity more than actual entry model itself, right? And a thing to kind of take under consideration is like if we're going short here, let's go replay mode. 9:30, right? Let's just say you're looking for short any point here, right? Where was our weekly gap? Let's mark it out real quick. Down here. Let's say you're waiting for an entry, right? I mean, I don't even know if there's a 5-minute entry here. There's no 5-minute entry, I think. Is there like a 1-minute fair value gap? I don't even know what I would take here. There's just no confirmation, like at all. Or there's no lower time frame. I'm just gonna make a bullshit ass example. Okay, let's say you're this. You saw the sweep here, whatever, and you took your entry, right? Where it doesn't matter where your entry was, it's about your point of invalidation. If you're looking at the market like this, where is your point of invalidation? People were using stop losses that were so tight around these highs, it made no sense. Of course, you're going to get stopped out. Even if you looked at this low right here, right? Even if you shorted this right here, right? You're like, oh, OB, you know, we're not going higher, whatever. I'm taking a short down here, right? And your TP was at, it was 533. It was a weekly gap, right? 533. Right? Bro, people were playing their stop losses like this. This is not a point of invalidation. You are going to get fucking stopped out because what can happen is the market can simply go into the gap and that's it. You need to put your stop loss at the highs. This is the proper point of invalidation. Understanding if you get above the New York AM high, you're going to get fucking stopped out. People are so fixated on their little bullshit ass stop loss. Oh my God, Desi, I can't run 100 point stop loss, and fucking stop trading, bro. If you can't run 100 point stop loss with one micro or whatever, to stop trading then, with all due respect, because your probability goes so fucking low if you're making this bullshit ass stop loss right here. We have 3 fair value gaps on the 1 minute time frames. We're probably going to create like a 5 minute gap or something in live time. Obviously we didn't, right? But this is not a good stop loss. Like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? You have a high probability area of drawdown or sell side at the weekly gap. You need to have your point of invalidation. This is the proper trade. I saw so many fucking people. They got stopped out here. They got stopped out initially, right? They got stopped out initially on the first trade because they're using the bullshit ass stop losses, something like this, right? They get stopped out, whatever. Let's just say your stop is right here. And then they get back into a short here. They get back into a short at this IFEG, and then their stop loss is above this IFEG candle here, and then they got stopped out again. They're getting stopped out over and over and over again when all they need to do is take one single trade. Why not just take one singular trade, higher probability, and you're done for the day if you win or lose? Why not? That is such a better trading concept than you going back and forth in the market because you want your bullshit 3R trade. The 3R, the 2R, the 4, 5R trades with my model happen on their own. They don't happen when you fucking try to force them with bullshit ass stop losses. Because for those who got stopped out on shorts today, right? Keep playing this. Right? You would have been so much better off just doing this. But you guys are over here micromanaging every little fucking move that's happening, and now you're talking yourself out of a trade. Do you know how dumb it is to see the market come down here and go back to your area of, entry? You're like, oh my God, the market's going to reverse. Bro, we literally left relative equal lows at previous week lows, and you think we're not going to take them out. And if you get stopped out, who gives a fuck? It's part of the game. It's going to happen. What are you going to do? Cry about it? This is why you're a risk manager, right? You know what you're going to risk. You know what your TP is. Let the fucking trade go. That's it. Simple as that. I didn't want to rant, but God, it pissed me off, bro. Seeing how many people try to force these 2, 3R trades, and it's like, bro, they're not forced. Your runners do the heavy lifting when it comes to that, right? And then if you go break even after the weekly gap, after taking TP, that's totally fine. That is what I would want you guys to do, right? And that's it. Probability over RR as long as the RR is 1. Too many people are teaching you guys the wrong thing because they don't fucking trade. Trading is not so black and white. I'll tell you that right now. It is not so black and white. There's a gray area, and this is quote unquote a gray area. They're not putting risk on their live accounts. They're not doing anything, so they don't understand. It's easy for them to say something and not actually do it. Of course, I could be like, hey guys, let's take this 100%, 5R trade. And it's like, no, that's not how trading works. All right, let's do a little lucid crate giveaway here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hopefully we got something good. All right. 25K flex account. Uh-oh. Ah, fuck. GG, chat. It's a 25K pro, not a flex. All right, we'll do the giveaway here in the Discord. All right. Let's do 3 minutes. Pro is better, yeah. I agree. Especially with no daily loss limit now, it's easier to pass it one day without getting kind of cooked. I'm gonna send this account to Jason. Imagine low a day, wouldn't that be crazy? I think we'll probably kind of chill here the rest of the day around like this low a day area / upper range. Nothing for me to take, Ambro. It's like we already swept the weekly low and I don't want to continue shorting into it. And I would want to see upside, but we need a 15-minute or hourly change to deliver at this point. At this point, we need an hourly because if you look at the hourly candles here, we created an hourly OB. So we would need above this here. I mean, you have a lower win rate. My win rate's around 65%. I mean, I don't know if it's high or low for you guys. All right, giveaway winner is Matix. Congratulations. Been here for a while. That's good. Always good to see the OGs. OGs win. Either 90% or duck stream. Make sure you DM Jason, Metix. Logging off, Felix. I'm with you, bro. I'm about to log off with you. How long it take you to become a full-time trader? I started early 2021, and by 2022 summer, that's all I did. But keep in mind, I wasn't paying rent or anything. I was living with my parents. So keep that in mind. The giveaways are in the Discord. It's free to join. Right here. I'll link again for future giveaways. I don't live with my parents no more. I moved out last September. Damn, it's almost been a year. Holy shit. But I lived with them until last September. About for every $100 you spend, you can get 50 points, right? Roughly. Can you hold loose trades past new open day? No. They'll close you out. You can only do that with a live account if you have the margin for it. Swing trading futures requires a lot of margin when you swing. Yeah, when you're holding it into the next day. How old are you? I'm 23. I'm Unk, bro. You look 70. All right, bro. All right, brother. Usually I get like 30. JP, you grandpa, bro. I don't know. I really don't swing, Felix. Hey, fuck y'all, bro. All right, fuck y'all, bro. Nah, but yeah, I just turned 23 in June, so. What you look like without the beard? I don't know, bro. Dude, I've been having a beard since long as I can remember, bro. Long as I can remember. This was me though when I was little, chat. Guys, I originated the chill guy meme, bro. Tell me I didn't originate it, bro. I was fucking like 4 years old, bro. You know, I still smile like this, bro. My default face is like this. That's why I look out of beard, I guess. My brother has a beard too. Yeah, he does. Yes. Yeah, I've been up and dropped multiple times. I'm a 6 foot. OBS. Nick. Why the 15-minute inverse fail? Which one? Which inversion are you speaking of, sir? Say it one more time, Cams, please. In the Discord, bro. In the Discord. Yeah, I'm like 6 foot. My brother's like 6'1". I don't know how the fuck we got tall. My mom's like fucking 5 foot barely, bro. My dad's like 5'7". Brian's 6'8", bro. What's good? How tall are the neighbors? I'm sick, bro. When did you stop growing? I'm 18. I'm 5'8". Is it over? Nah, I think you're fine. You know, fun fact, sad fact. I was 6'1", guys. All right, I was 6'1". I hurt my back, and I literally shrunk 3/4 of an inch, bro. Shit, depressing for. They fucking nerfed me, dude. I got nerfed, bro. They didn't want to see me winning, bro. Fucking nerfed my ass. Bad stuff. When will you get married, bro? I don't know. Bro, you sound like my mom, dude. Is that my mom's burner account? Oh my god. When are you gonna have kids? When are you gonna have kids? Mom, I'm 23, bro. Mom doesn't know, bro. I haven't LARPed in Miami with the SVJ yet, bro. She's talking about kids and shit, bro. What the fuck? I gotta be LARPing in front of Moxie's in Brickell. What the SVJ? Talking about some kids, bro. Nah, I'm 6 foot. Mama don't know, bro. Kids. I got an SVJ, bro. LARPing with the boys at Moxie's with our SVJs. If the point of invalidation, Tuna, is 125 points, that's a good stop loss. I don't base it off points. I base it off points of invalidation. And this is why I'm not trading this fucking price action. How many people do you think got cooked in shorts? I mean, we're in a 15-minute gap. We'll probably stick in this range, but this is not high probability shit, chat. I don't have the music, but I'm not monetized. I don't monetize myself on purpose, so I can listen to whatever I want. Sorry, chat, I got busy here. All right, let me focus back up on chat. I'll finish my other work after the stream here. All right, where you guys at? Where you guys at? We should do a vlog. I'm gonna start vlogging. I'm gonna do a car vlog if I get it, hopefully. I'm going to hell after hearing your age or one day trade. It's yearly income. Bro, what does that mean? If you weren't a day trader, what would you be? What would I be if I wasn't a day trader? I don't know, bro. Probably a LARPer or something. Or just LARP in front of Moxies, honestly. 4? No, dead ass. You're right about that. I ain't lying about that. Would you get a Hellcat? Brother, I have taste. Why the fuck would I get a Hellcat? Bro, I don't. Come on, bro. Don't disrespect my card taste with a Hellcat, man. A DJ would be lit, bro. Professional LARPer would be fire too. I know you base your TPs off structure and above anything of 1, so sometimes the TP1 will be 1.2. Nope. It's just wherever the liquidity is, no matter what as long as it's above 1R, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's 2 to 1, 3 to 1, or 1 to 1 or whatever. Still in this 15-minute fair value gap. I don't know what the fuck the market's gonna do, but what you guys should do is avoid the trading this. Oh, this is so ass. I don't even know why I hopped on for PM. I was debating on not to hop on. Could have got some work done, but I didn't see you guys this morning, so I kind of, you know. All right, should we do another giveaway? Let's do another giveaway, chat. Brian gave me 4 codes. Let's do another giveaway. We have 4 50K flex accounts to give away. I wasn't planning to give them away today, but we'll do it. I'm being generous today. Drop a like on the stream. Go to the Discord. Jason, this will be the first code that Brian sent. You want to note that. What are your thoughts on trading S&P during Asia session? There's some times of the year where Asia and London are really good, but most times are not. But if you can capitalize on the times are good, I would say trade them. But most people, when they see good overnight price action, they continue to trade it when price action kind of slows down overnight. That's when they lose a lot. That makes sense. Chat, drop a sub on the stream too if you guys are on the channel. We usually trade AM session. No trades today. It's been pretty back and forth this PM session. We haven't moved much. No, I would need to change this day delivery. And also we have a weekly gap under there, so it's just, I don't know. Interesting close. I don't know what this close is going to look like here. It's hard for me to be bearish after a 1.5% pullback after moving up 11% in 3-4 days, or it was like 5 days or whatever. So just logically, let's kind of think about it. Because this daily chart, like, I get it. People are looking at this IFTG. I would look for a change in state. But even then, I'm going to be like, we have a weekly gap, right? So, like, this is going to be very, very hard. This is why I wanted to kind of expand away from the weekly gap without a retracement, because our bias is going to get cooked. Because we had the end log from a few weeks ago, but we also have the weekly gap. It's like, what's going to hold more weight and why? So, just be cautious. That's why I think a lot of people are going to get cooked this week, because it's the bias. So, if. I know trading is hypothetical, so in a specific situation, would you even slightly think about longing anywhere we're at? I assuming no. I would need above the hourly. From where we're at right now, I would need above here, and I could be aggressively, not aggressively looking for longs, but I could be looking for longs into the next 4-hour gap. So the hourly, I'll look for the 4-hour gap here. That would be my like first kind of area of I need to watch for, right? That's how I would approach it. So if it happens overnight, I might give this a jab overnight, and then everyone's will wake up and be like, oh my God, he didn't alert the trade. That makes sense, chat? Where is the unfilled NWOG? It is, where is it? It's on ES, I think. Here. Really far. Even alert system, I know, but I guess. Dude, I got so many messages like, oh my God, why are you not fucking live this morning? I was like, whoa, don't get this twisted. I come on my own time to go live, okay? Like, it is not an obligation. I could go hide behind a paywall right now, this very second, but I choose not to. You work for us, don't be late. 9:15 a.m. sharp. Guys, I update you guys on the Discord and Instagram. I post I'm not gonna be live today. I know you guys are waiting. I woke up and I was like, I'm not feeling it because I was up late. Maybe, hey, if we get a good Globex session tonight, it's probably the same thing where I'm up all night. I'm not feeling it, right? All right, let's see who won the giveaway. We'll hop out of here. I know you guys want trades, but hey, it is what it is. SRT, congratulations on the win. Been here for a very long time. Congratulations. Good work, good work. Guys, at the end of the day, this stream is for educational purposes. Like, I talked about a lot of good things today, such as the stop loss placement, all that. Like, I want you guys to kind of hammer that into your trading. SRT, of course, the hell calendar one. All right, guys, we're gonna hop out of here. It's been real. It's been fun. Like I said, we chopped pretty much all PM session. Nothing we can do. No expansion move. You guys know what I'm looking for with the hourly, and we'll see. We'll see where it goes. All right, guys. It's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. To the opposite. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you drop a sub on the channel. We'll do more giveaways tomorrow as well. And if the aim session is good, we'll jab some trades. All right, peace and love, chat. I'm a little bit tired. Just the energy was a little bit down today, but part of the business, right? All right, I'll catch you guys 9:15 a.m. tomorrow. Peace and love.